Welcome to Davey's Take. Today we're talking about How to Train Your Dragon, the third live-action remake this year so far.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa!
That's too damn bad!
Yes, this is just a live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon. But this time it's not Disney being pathetic, it's DreamWorks. The bullshit has bled into another studio. If you know me, you know I adore the How to Train Your Dragon series. I love the first film. I've seen it so many times. I've listened to that soundtrack so many times that the whole movie is pretty much burned into my brain. So if I'm being completely honest, when I saw trailers to this live action remake, I wanted to throw up in my lap. And that's because this looked like it would just be a shot-for-shot remake of the original movie, but it's just gonna be shittier. Like, we all know that's what's gonna happen. And that's exactly what How to Train Your Dragon 2025 is. This movie should be illegal for straight plagiarism. And the thing is, I guess it's not plagiarism because it's the same director and writer of the original How to Train Your Dragon movies. So I guess you can't plagiarize your own work, but I'm not kidding when I say this. And I think people are going to think I'm exaggerating. This movie legitimately is 98% a shot-for-shot remake of the original, but it's live action. Like I said before, the original movie is burned into my brain. So I knew exactly which shot was coming, which song or musical beat was about to happen, which line was coming. And I was waiting for them to do something a little bit different. And it never came, and I'm not kidding, like the timing of everything too, it was pretty much exactly the same. Yes, there's a couple of changes, I guess, or things they add on, but that's really stretching the word. But it doesn't improve the original story, and I don't think it's things to necessarily get so upset about to say it ruins the original story. I would just say it doesn't work as well for this story. What they did with certain characters and their motivations in the original film worked a lot better. But here they try to add certain things, and like I said, it just doesn't work. The reason why I don't think it works is you can clearly tell this is so forced. Like, this movie felt so unnatural. You could tell that they were trying so hard to just make this a shot-for-shot remake, but there's certain things when they do that that just doesn't translate well. And if you're gonna do that, if you're just gonna make a complete plagiarized remake of the original movie, at least just get everything in there. Like, there are certain things they take out that irritated me, things that I liked from the original movie, and then they added on shit that, like I said, just doesn't work. And then throughout the movie they're referencing things from How to Train Your Dragon 2, and I was like, are they making a second one before this has even been released? I looked it up. Yes, they greenlit How to Train Your Dragon 2, a live-action version of it. So they really are doubling down on all this shit. And it brings me back to my point when I talked about this in the Lilo and Stitch movie and the Snow White movie, is what's the point of all this? We know what the point is. This movie will probably make a lot of money. I have a question, and this is coming from someone who loves the original movie and the sequels. And I'm asking people who also love those movies, but are going to go see this and eat this shit up. Why? I get nostalgia. I don't want to yuck someone's yum, but I truly just don't understand. The whole entire time I was watching this movie, I was just thinking, wow, that original movie is so great. I wish I was watching that right now. And like I said, it's weird to like rate or critique this movie because like if you've never seen the original How to Train Your Dragon, yeah, this hits all the beats. You'll enjoy it. Like, it's a great story. It's an amazing story. But I can't give this movie credit for that story because it's been told the exact same way 15 years ago in a much better way. Like, the lines delivered in this movie compared to the original animation feels so forced and just not as good. I know, you're probably sitting there thinking, no shit, Dave, what'd you expect? How about you try and not compare this to the original movie? I'm here to say, it's fucking impossible. I'm really trying my best not to shit on this movie because I know people will enjoy it. And I don't want to just shit on things that people like. There's movies I like that people probably shit on. But this movie just felt so pathetic because we had this creative film from 15 years ago and this movie does nothing at all creative or new or anything like that. It is literally just a copy and paste remake of that movie. And the studio knows they're just going to make a bunch of money off of that. Like, the CGI doesn't look great. The colors kind of look like shit. The lighting's all over the place. All these scenes that are remade in this movie are done in a shittier way when you compare it to the original movie. So yeah, if you've never seen How to Train Your Dragon and you go and see this, you'll probably really enjoy it because it is such a great story. And if you really love How to Train Your Dragon, I think fans will be split. There'll be some fans that love this shit because it is that exact live action remake of the original film. But I think the other half of fans are going to see this and be like, well, that was just a shittier version of a movie that I love. So it's really hard to score this because I don't think this is a bad movie. It's hard to say that this is a bad movie. But honestly, I hated this movie. I'm going to give How to Train Your Dragon 2025 4 Davey Daves. I mean, this is honestly kind of a nightmare at this point because I thought we were just going to do Disney live actions. But like I said at the beginning of the video, that poisonous idea has seeped into DreamWorks now. Like, are we getting a live action Shrek now? Kung Fu Panda? Like, what are we doing here? Seriously, what the fuck are we doing here? So, How to Train Your Dragon. What'd you think of it? Just watch the original. I don't care anymore. I just don't care. Let me know, I guess. And thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Davey Dave. Have a nice day.